Morning, YouTube people. I'm going to bring you a video over the next couple of weeks, or a series of videos documenting the build, repair, and modification of this snowblower. This is a Rad Technologies blower that's branded Honda. I don't think you can see the label. They're all made in Quebec for New Holland, Kubota, John Deere may even have some made there. And they're a generic snowblower that's designed to fit up to the quick coupling system you'd find on New Holland, Kubota, and some other models. Honda, when they made lawn tractors or garden tractors, they had these made by RADtech for them. Anyway, I got this Honda one. It's the same width as the Kubota one, 42 inches wide, has a 16-inch diameter impeller, and it's got manual shoe rotation. So what I'm going to do, due to the existing damage and wear, there's the original impeller. The guy before me, no name's Blair, I believe used this in a rock quarry, or his driveway was a lot of heavy gravel, and you can see the damage and the wear in the original impeller. In addition to the wear in the impeller housing, it's rusted right through. It's pretty beat up. So I'm going to replace all that. I had that ring formed up. I just tacked on the backing plate there, and I've been working on the impeller itself and the associated parts and the machining required to get this all to fit together with the tolerances I want to achieve. So there's the beginning of the impeller. I'll talk about this piece right here. This is a piece that slips onto the main shaft, and it's got some bronze bushings I machined into it, and are pressed into the machined to be all straight. And there's a little pin that goes right here, or a little bolt, and it's designed to shear off should this main impeller get plugged up, so that you don't once that shaft is spinning, it doesn't gall up the shaft. It'll just spin on those bronze bushings, give you a couple of seconds to recognize it, that it's not working, shut it down without galling up your shaft. So I'm just copying the original design there. That's not my idea. That was already built in. And the machining work's done here. I've got my center bore bored out to the same diameter as that piece right there. And we're going to tack that up. And once it's tacked up, I'll fabricate up the fan paddles, and we'll put those in. I've got a bit of a lead built into these blades, this red line. This is from center right here to center, and ignore these 6 holes. Those are just the holes I used to bolt it down to the rotary table while I machined out the diameter, which is about, I'd say, a 1/16 of an inch gap between the inner housing and the impeller. So the gap is tightened up quite a bit, and that's how we're going to get some performance out of this thing. We may even speed up the gear ratio in the impeller so that we can throw snow further. So anyway, this is where we're at here. Like I said, it's built in a bit of a lead with the blade so that the snow slides off towards the outside, as opposed to kind of pulling itself in. So it's important that you build in somewhat of a bit of a blade lead there. All right, so there's the old impeller in the new housing. I want to get this done and then fit it in there with the bearing before I cut out the old impeller housing and tack it all together. I'll show you the hydraulic shoe rotation assembly. All right, there's the hydraulic motor on a 3/8 or half-inch steel plate. Had some features machined into it. There's a radius which follows this bolt pattern right here, so that you can get some chain adjustment out of it. I think that's super excessive for the amount the chain I think is going to stretch, especially at this low speed and very intermittent use. So either way, a good machining project. And there was also a feature that had to be machined in the backside so that the motor would sit down flush into the back of the mounting plate. The sprocket here is just an off-the-shelf sprocket from Princess Auto, and I actually machined my own adapter to fit. Now you can buy these things for $9 at Princess Auto, but if you have a broach, you want to use it, and you have material, then you might as well make it. So I think I did all that for less time required to go over to Princess Auto and buy that part right there. But either way, that's an option. You don't need a machine shop to do all this. You can, of course, fabricate everything and get some pretty good results without any of the machining equipment that I have here to get this done. Otherwise, that's the hydraulic motor. And this is the progress on the impeller and the housing. So stay tuned. I'd like to actually make this a series and document this whole process, because I think there's a lot of guys out there that would benefit from, doing a repair on a snowblower like this. And I like to share how I get to an end result. It's not always the same. A lot of great ideas floating around on the internet. I've gotten a lot of inspiration from other people, so I figured I'd just show some of the process that I employ to get to a result, which I hope is going to be successful. All right, thanks for watching.